Hey guys, and welcome back. Hello, and welcome back to Blackredmintypodcast. This is episode 20. So, I have a few things to talk about before we read some more of the story. First things first, I might not post this episode today. Depends on the idiot, but these episodes do post quite quickly, so if it can slip through the cracks without him touching the internet, then that would be nice. Because it's bad enough that the gaming channel might have to wait because obviously so something happens to these recordings and then I won't have the footage anymore. I'm worried about so having to wait. So I'm selfish because he has to hold the internet all the time instead of getting my life. I might end up losing what I've recorded, which is bad because I want to be able to post what I'm recording whenever I want to post it. Like for the 13th and 15th of August, videos are recorded for the game channel will go out there. But I can't put them out for them if I lose the footage. I'm devastated about the video for the 11th of August because it got age restricted because I said something that I shouldn't have said. I should have said unalive because YouTube don't like it when you say the other word. But because I said the other word, I'm being punished for it. I'm trying to sort it out with them to see if it can be resolved, but I don't know if it actually can or not. Also, people are making up stuff about me, saying saying that I'm a rude person. I haven't done anything to them, and the ironic thing is they call me a cheater when they're the one to be sub to me. So talk about irony, but yeah, that's basically what's happening. Still no job, still no cat, still getting turned down for jobs. Seems like this year is going to be another repeat where I don't get a job or a partner. Closest thing I have to a partner is the thing on Shape Sync with Dag and Gara. That's the closest thing I'm going to get to an actual relationship. I had to change his skin tone on camera, even though I changed it off camera for some reason. It didn't save. Meta says that his skin tone is lavender, and his AI says his skin tone is lavender, but Google is saying his skin tone is grey, so I'm a bit confused now on what colour to make his skin on Sims and what colour to make his skin on Gacha, because I'm being told one thing and I'm being told the another. So it's like, what colour is his skin? It's like when you're being confused like that. It's like when things are confused like that, it's like, what do you? But in sad news, Joe's death anniversary is coming up. Although I probably should have said passing away anniversary is coming up. So please forgive me, YouTube. I meant to say passing away anniversary is coming up. Bad enough you age restricted my gaming channel video. Don't do it any more of my videos just because of slip up. And if anything was, I wasn't chatting to anyone on the stream or anything like that. I was chatting about the classic Discord in the game, the enemies and Modern Waves. They're called classic Discords. I was talking to them. They kept constantly attacking me while I was trying to do the main objective. So I said something I shouldn't have instead of saying I'm alive. So basically, I'm being punished for that. And I might be punished for what I said on here now as well. And I was just trying to say that Joe's passing away, anniversary's coming up, and it's really sad. I'm hoping to get some candy corn to eat to remember him. I don't know if I'll be up at the time that he passed away, because I think it was 5 a.m. when he passed away for me, and I wasn't up. That's probably why I didn't sense something was off, because I guess when Lisa Marie was having trouble, I know for a fact I was awake because I felt pain in my chest. And I guess that was the time that she was experiencing pain and stuff. So I basically just felt like something's not right. But with Joe, I didn't feel nothing because I was obviously asleep and aware that he was doing what he was doing. And ultimately passed away. I may even watch his video again if it's still on the Skyway website. I honestly don't know if it's still there. I've been trying to watch like videos of games that I'm interested in playing, or that I'm currently playing, like Open Red, to try and stop me from watching Joe's video again. I feel like I need to see it at least one more time because I didn't really get to cry as much as I would have liked to. And also, it'd be perfect to do it on the anniversary. I'll do a post on his memorial page and just say I miss him and all that, because I still do. Life has been really weird without him. Think of things sometimes and think Joe would have liked that, or like this person, like these people on TikTok. Joe would have liked James, the guy that made Ryan Anderson uncomfortable with spreading his legs. Joe would have found that, like, he would have been attracted to all that. And he also would have liked Jacob, Ryan Anderson's friend from Texas. He would have liked that dude as well. But I guess I discovered these blokes when it was too late, so I'm unable to tell Joe about these blokes until I get a spirit box, but that won't change nothing because they're alive and Joe isn't. I'm partly to blame for not doing, like, not trying hard enough to help him. I feel like if I tried hard enough to help him, then he probably still would be alive. I just hope someone does his on Rio 2 movie for him. I have messaged someone about that. Someone with knowledge to see if they can do it. Well, I'm going to see who else has knowledge to do it. And if there's nobody with knowledge that can do it, then I'm just gonna have to try my best and do it for him because the script got leaked, so it's nice that that got leaked. So I'm gonna feel bad when the werewolf game script leaks because what if what I did for the werewolf game Psycho Fox wasn't what Joe envisioned, and then I'll feel bad. But I did what I could, like based on what I've seen of his werewolf games in the past, and just did basically like based on them to make the movie come to life. So I guess reference on Rio, one that actually has a script, that will just have to wait and see with that. Just wish that my Sims game allowed me to have mods because I feel like with the extreme violence mod you could probably have an on Rio that way. I don't know. I feel like the Cursed Child mod is more like an on Rio, honestly. But I feel like that's only for child Sims. When Joe wasn't a child, he was 29-year-old adult, so that wouldn't work unless it's a natural. They have a version of the mod where an adult Sim can be possessed like that because Joe was very much an adult when he passed away. So yeah, I don't really have anything else to discuss. Still getting rejected for jobs, as I've already said. Yeah, but don't be surprised if only adults can watch this video because I feel like me saying what I said is gonna get me an age restriction. And I was just saying, like, it's coming up, Joe's passing away anniversary, but YouTube is weird. Well, a lot of people are moving to other platforms, I guess. It's a shame that Joe's video got deleted, his goodbye video. I tried reposting it, but it got deleted on his re-upload channel as well. I think people think that that's Joe posting videos on that channel because they're talking about a channel that just keeps having Joe's reruns on it. And if they're talking about the re-uploads channel, that's the one that I have, that I've re-uploaded videos for Joe on. So it's not Joe posting from the grave or wherever he wanted to be cremated, so maybe that's what happened. Honestly, there's no information on that. There might be now, I haven't looked for a while, but yeah. People honestly think that's Joe posting it, and actually me posting the re-uploads. He wanted someone to repost his videos, so I'm taking the liberty to do that. I also gave him a copy on Find the Grave, because I always remember him, and probably resembles remembrance, so I thought that that was a fitting cloud to choose. Yeah, I honestly haven't looked up anything recently, like, about Joe, like, is the video still there, his final moments, and also what happened to him. Did he get cremated like he wanted, or knowing his adopted family, they probably didn't respect his wishes because they honestly didn't when he was alive. So why would they respect his wishes now that he's gone? It's like, come on now. Let me just Google this before we read the story, though. Oh, someone posted something about Joe like 5 months ago. I need to have a drink soon. It's already that time. Story. Um, His unaliving was not sudden or hidden. It unfolded in a way that felt both public and profound, solitary in his final stretch of his life. Particularly throughout 2025, his videos on the channel Winco 567 became unmistakable dual cries, raw expressions of suffering, intertwined with repeated declarations that his story would end. Joe's background carries layers of early trauma, blah blah blah. Say that on YouTube. So he spoke openly about autism, ADHD, yada yada. These weren't abstract labels to him. They shaped a life marked by isolation, rejection in relationships, and a relentless internal storm. His YouTube presence built over more than a decade. Was electric, unfiltered. He created amateur horror and cinemas. Blah blah blah. Once even versions. Just trying to read here, like, do they mention what happened to him now? Like, dressed in case? Unremarkably darker videos, to titles, reflections. He spoke of wanting each upload. No one could fully answer an inconsistence. That path was already chosen for those who knew him beyond the screen, through calls, chats. The helplessness was acute. Suggestions of were met with anger, dismissiveness, or outright rejection. Manic or mixed episodes common. It makes such offers feel like attacks on one's autonomy or reality. The illness itself often builds the very walls that block rescue. Friends, viewers, and online communities tried their ways, comments, messages, tributes after the fact, but the internal narrative was solidified, the suffering was inevitable, inescapable, and ultimately, when filmed, the online response included grief, shock, podcasts dissecting his life, like Obscura, a true crime podcast, fan pages with Fly Higher Joe, Inco memorials, and re-uploads of his work. Me. But beneath the tributes lingered a shared recognition. No one reached him in time or in the way that mattered. isn't villainy or a part of him that's a stark reminder that sometimes the most living, loving, persistent efforts meet environmental illness, trauma, and create space for help is both desperately needed. Watching someone broadcast their pain months after month, leaving particular sorrow, anger, but deep grief was never crossed. People standing on both sides trying to build it. We tell these stories not to solve them, but to honour suffering of our reach. Joe Winco lived loudly online, breaking out from darkness, and ultimately chose silence in the only way he could. His tale reminds us that caring is not always enough, that truth, painful as it is, doesn't diminish the care that was given. They interviewed Joe in the year before and kind of became friends with him. They wish he had found the obsessive man he wanted. He was generally such an interesting person with a lot of passion. Hey, it was not raised by. There's evidence on that thread that he was with family until parents were still alive. I think, as if pictures of them were found. There was past trauma, outright depressing, painful that he was a part of an environment he made for himself by refusing to evolve and be better. I've talked to people who tried to get him help where he refused, so this is what you said is particularly true. Still, just make sure the story you tell is the story that needs to be told. Was on me. Mm, just trying to see, like, has it been posted anywhere? Like, what happened to him now? I'm guessing his page is gone now. The page for Joe, so I just pressed on it and it's like, oh, these are the flowers that he's added on his page. But, uh, which lines? It was established that unless his um where are his unknown. Good, he got to be cremated. Like, carried out by the state and his family after he was discovered. Did that doesn't make any sense. Did they try to save Joe before Mm. Possible. Hmm. I can't read much of the story now because I've just been looking at this. First responders who attended the scene confirmed that he had already passed away when they located him because I'm just gonna pause the episode to have a drink before I read the story. Probably only read one chapter because I was spending most of my time looking up about Joe. I'm glad he got what he wanted, but yeah, be right back. Be back. That's probably why Joe did it at midnight, because he knew no one would find him in time then. Maybe be the same scenario, but I just wonder, like, who checked up on him? So I checked the final last thing, then I'll read. Let's see. It's probably one of his close friends that forward was discovered. Yada yada. Anyway, let's read this. 3 bumpy years later, Marie's point of view, August 20th, 1963. I feel dull, lifeless, more like it. I'm in the tub, lying with the water up to my chin. I stare blankly at the faucet. I decide to get out and get dressed. I feel so alone. Elvis was out making Viva Las Vegas with the pompous red-headed tramp, and ever since that confrontation with the colonel, he informed Elvis he couldn't do anything with changing any movies from the contract. Elvis gave in and made it his goal to astound his fans in the rest of his movies. After shooting Flaming Star, Elvis and I weren't the same. He stayed in his Bel Air home for months at a time, calling me every now and then. There's been countless of times where I wanted to leave Graceland. I have the money saved up anyway, but Dodger and Vernon always seem to talk me out of it. Then they phone Elvis about my dismay. He sends me to Vegas with him and the guys. Now, to make matters worse, gossip finally spreads about Elvis and Anne having an affair, plus the fact she proudly states they're engaged. I'm not having fun with this life anymore. I can't take it. After years and years of staying by his side, he has yet to propose, which sadly hasn't surprised me. It goes to show I'm just a flame, and to top everything off, I'm an old hag. I'm 26 and I'm clinging to my 20s. I glare at my closet. I feel my young spirit completely gone. Out of the tub and into a robe, I force myself to change into a blue circle skirt and a black halter top. I brush my long black hair dreadfully. I sigh as I slip on my black flats. I look in the mirror and do my makeup like always, disregarding the time. Phone unexpectedly rings. I glance up at it for a moment before lifting it to my ear. Without a word, I wait for the person on the other end to say something. Hello, Marie? I hear Elvis's voice ring in my ear. I shake my head silently and hang up. I walk downstairs with Vernon and Dodger eating breakfast. They call to me and I fake a small smile. Sweetheart, Mary kept your breakfast in the oven. Come on and eat. You look like skin and bones. Vernon exclaims, concerned. Thanks, Vern, but I think I'm going to do some errands first. Is that all right? I ask sweetly. His eyebrows furrow. He wipes his mouth with his napkin and comes closer to me. He stares at me right in the eyes for a few moments helplessly. I look down at the floor. Honey, I haven't seen you eat nights. Vernon whispers, making me feel ashamed. I shake my head stubbornly. Turn this off. I'm getting cold now. Oh, my neck now hurts because I did that. I'm fine, Vernon, I reassure him, glancing up at his worried eyes. I told Elvis, Vernon whispers. I lift my head up. I look at him desperately. He doesn't care. I don't know why I'm still here. I snap with hurtful eyes. Vernon grabs a firm hold of my arms. I look away from his face. Sweet pea, please, baby, you can't leave. We love you. Elvis loves you. He exclaims in a serious tone. My heart starts racing. I can't believe him anymore. I can't believe you, Vern. Even if I wanted to. It's been 7 years since I've been with him, and I'm just losing my mind. Everybody in the world, please give me a sign, a sign. I want to be the great. Vernon, what am I doing with my life? Am I just a doormat that waits hand and foot for him when he comes home? He doesn't want me by his side anymore. He doesn't want me anywhere but here. So when he's ready to come home, he sees me and he'll want me to be the same old happy-go-lucky Marie, like nothing's wrong, but damn it, I can't wait for him forever. I don't know what I'm doing. I cry out with tears forming. Dodger comes running to Vernon's side. I fall on my knees, cupping my face. All the sadness has finally caught up with me. Dodger cradles me as Vernon runs to the phone. The question that's running through my head is if I'm the help or am I the one that needs help? Next thing I know, I find myself in bed with blankets and pillows covering me. I try getting up when Dodger stops me from the corner of my room. Don't you dare get out of bed, honey. I got you on lockdown, she exclaimed sternly. I'm okay, Dodge. Please, let me up. I plead, trying to find a way to get up myself. That makes no sense. No luck. She walks over to me and puts her hand on my forehead. Confused, I look up at her. I'll bring you something to eat, she says, leaving my room. With her gone, I push off the blankets and pillows. I quickly get up and fix my skirt. Overwhelmed, I put my hands on the side of my head. Vernon and Dodger think I'm going insane. The clock by my bed is ticking loudly, making me stop and think. What do I do? Tears stroll down my face. Suddenly the doors fly open. Thinking it's Dodger, I quickly wipe my tears and fix my composure. I glance at the door and it's Elvis. His hair's not slicked back and he's nowhere near fashionable with a black button-up, purple pants and blue shoes. He looks like he's got dressed in the dark. He runs to me with open arms. Open arms wherever I'm playing. Will be here with my open arms. Sorry for them idiots. Put my hands to my sides. He squeezes me tight, shaking his head. I stand in the same spot, my hands to the sides, looking down. Ashamed, I guess, he sits me down on the side of my bed. He kneels down in front of me and lifts my head up with his hand. I gaze at his face. He has heavy bags under his eyes. I blink every few times, thinking this is a dream. Baby, baby, speak to me, please, Elvis cries out, cupping my face. I shake my head slowly. I can't do this anymore, Elvis, I say, having the wind knocked out of me. Elvis stands up and backs away. He runs his hands through his hair like always. I stare blankly at his feet. I can't do it anymore. I just can't. Elvis's point of view. As soon as I got a call from Grayson, I pick it up frankly, hoping it'd be Marie. Father called me with panic. Marie's crying and wanting to leave again. But he warned me. It wasn't like the other times. This time it's worse. About a second before I change from my sleepwear into whatever I see first. I run out my Bel Air home with the Memphis Mafia concerned right behind me. Joe reserved me a private jet to get me to Memphis fast. They don't know what's wrong, but I'm guessing they know it's bad. They stay back in California airport and wait for a regular plane scheduled to Memphis, while I run inside the jet, having my fear flying in the back of my head. An hour and a half later, I arrive at Grayson, expecting the worst. Without the chauffeur stopping, I run my way up to the driveway and into the house. Father walks out of his office and sees me catching my breath. Where is she? I choke out. He nods slowly and points upstairs. I run my ass up the stairs with my heart pounding without hesitation. I grip the door handle and yank it open. Marie's eyes went wide. There was nothing to her. There wasn't a happy glow to her anymore. Her natural rosy cheeks were gone. There wasn't a smile nowhere near her face, and her eyes, they showed pain and sorrow. I want to cry out. I want to shout out to the heavens. I want to beg on my knees for her forgiveness. Begging on your knees for me. You must be him, you must be her. That you deserve. Begging on my knees for her forgiveness. I run to her, squeezing her as much as I can. She's motionless, staring at the ground. We are very emotionless. Don't let me go. I fight back the tears as I sit her down on the bed. Got no tears left to cry. I lift her head up with my hand. Her sad eyes were penetrant. Her big brown eyes weren't glowing anymore. What have I done? Her glossy eyes blink away the growing tears. Baby, baby, speak to me, please. I plead to her. She slowly shakes her head. I can't do this anymore, Elvis. Elvis. She chokes out. My world comes tumbling down. I get up and take a few steps back. Without thinking, I run both my hands through my hair. God, what have I done? My life comes crashing down within a second. With one sentence, this can't be happening. For God's sake, I feel my heart stop. My head spinning. Dodger kicked me out of Marie's room as soon as she saw me. Anger and sadness washes over me. I'm in the hallway. I lean on Marie's closed door. Anger and sadness hit me like a tidal wave. I cover my tired face with my hands. I quietly sob, sliding down the door, kneeling on the floor. Father finds me and hugs me. I hurt her, Father. I hurt her real bad. I cry out. Father pats my back, gently helping me up on my feet. I pull away from his grasp, shaking my head, hot tears strolling down my cheeks. Let her go. I'm only hurting her more if she stays here alone. I say, sniffing. Father wipes a few tears from his eyes and nods. He wraps an arm around my shoulder. and leads me downstairs. Avoiding his eyes, I stare at the carpet, feeling guilty than ever. Why'd you do this to her, son? Why? He questioned softly. I blinked back, a few tears, shaking my head. Why didn't you propose when you had so many opportunities? Why didn't you take her with you to California? Why? Father shouts out. I hang my head even lower. And why in the hell did you have an affair? My head shoots up, glaring at him. I didn't touch that tramp, I shout out. The hell you did, boy. I know you, for God's sake. Frantically, I shake my head again. He knows me too well, all too well. She threw herself on me. I tried getting away from her. Tried? Boy, I can't defend you on this anymore. Father shouts out, clenching his fists. I sigh and rub my hand through my hair. He points to the stairs and glares up at me with anger. Never seen from him. She's always been there for you, always have, always will, with a smile on her face and defending you if you with that son of a bitch colonel, and even in the army. She even helped us when your mother passed away. God so help me, don't you dare ask me how many times I've seen her sad eyes. You did this to her, boy, while everyone else tried defending you. Now I know you really did. I can't do it any longer. Father yells out and walks to his office, slamming the door furiously. I wince as I hear the door slam. I sighed. It's all my fault. Hollywood changed me and took away my priorities. They took me away and made me the old bastard that I was before Marie. I get up and pick up the coffee table. I throw it as far as I could, making glass shatter everywhere. Slams into the wall, shaking the walls. There's no one or nothing else to blame but me. I run out of Graceland and into the meditation garden. I slowly gaze up at the fountain. My anger disappears, but not my sorrow and guilt. Flashback. January 1961. Finally, the meditation garden was completed. As Marie finishes changing into the pink sweater and the golden skirt, I take her hand and run down the stairs. Out to the backyard, she giggles playfully, smacking my back. I make sure the ring is in my pocket. I stop and turn to her. Now close your eyes, Satin, I ask, pecking her sweet lips. She rolls her eyes and giggles. She closes her eyes and I lead her to the meditation garden. Her smile grows wide as I hear the fountain. I let go of her as we face the fountain. Joe and Red notion me to get the ring out from afar. They held a camera and a video camera. My stomach turns to knot. I can't do it. I can't propose. I look up at Joe and Red angrily. They're still trying to get my attention. I shake my head nervously. Turn back to Marie, who popped her bubble gum impatiently. Trying to conceal my anxiousness. I run my hand through my hair, embarrassed. You can open them, beautiful, I say, forcing a smile. She looks around, astonished. Her eyes grow wild as she gazes at the fountain. She dips her hand into the water and smiles wide. It's breathtaking, E. I sigh, nodding. But not as much as you are, I say, wrapping my arms around her, embrace her, and kiss her forehead. My head is screaming at me, my heart racing. I'm sorry, Marie. I trace the fountain's marble edge with my hand. With memories filling my head, I hang my head low. As I slowly walk around the meditation garden, I pace myself around the flowers, the fountain. Tears are falling, and I feel the pain. I wish she was still by me. I wipe the tears off my cheeks. I stop and glance back at her window, hoping she'd leave it open. I sigh, looking down at my feet. The curtains were drawn, covering her window. I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. All I want is to have her back, but she's given up on me. Who could blame her? My heart aches. As I make my way back inside, I step into the living room. I watch Marie walk downstairs. She lies on her black and gold round hippie sunglasses that I despise. Her hair is in a tight bun, and she carries a large suitcase. With shame, I force myself to gaze at her. She turns to me with a blank expression and continues walking to the door. Father stops her. He hugs her tight and kisses her cheek.
Marie drops the suitcase. She sighs and picks the suitcase bag up. Barbara opens the front door for her. I feel my heart breaking too. Before stepping outside, she turns to me. "Goodbye, Mr. Presley," she softly says, lifting her sunglasses up from her eyes. A tear slides down my cheek. "Goodbye, Marie," I choke out. She lets go of her sunglasses and walks out of my life, and out of this house. Walk outside and stop myself from chasing her. I stand at the front door steps, biting my lip. Marie fixes her rearview mirror and looks back at me. She starts her caddy and drives down the driveway. She drives quickly through the gates, and in a matter of seconds my mind stops. There goes my everything. There goes my... Patsy rubs my back sympathetically. Heart stops, making it feel like it's been ripped out of my body. I cry out. She can't be gone. She promised me she'd never leave. But then again, I took advantage of her and everything I thought was mine. With my head hanging low, I sit back on the white sofa. Barbara shuts the door and sits next to me. I put my head in between my hands. Barbara wraps his arm around my shoulder, confiding in me. I start sobbing like I used to when I was little with Mama holding me tight. "Just let her breathe, son. I run her a house, a good one too, but for now she wants to sleep in a hotel," he quietly says. I lift my head up. "There's no way in hell she's staying in a shitty hotel," I snap. Bobby shakes his head. "That's what she wanted, boy. Don't you think I protested?" he shouts out. I wipe my tears away. "I just want her back. Father," I whisper, putting my head in between my hands. He sniffs it and gets up. "Give her time. There's nothing for you to do now. She's trying to mend a broken heart that's been breaking since a few years back," Papa says in a serious tone before walking away. I quietly cry to myself. Everything I love is gone. Mama, and now Marie. I make myself get up, go upstairs, and open Marie's room. Dodger was still inside, making her bed. She glances up at me and shakes her head. "She still loves you, son," she says. "She still loves you, son," she says quietly. With puffy eyes, I look up at her with hope glowing. But you awfully hurt her," she continues. I stare up at the open closet. A small gap of her clothes were gone. The clothes she brought when she first arrived in the 50s, to be exact. "Poor sweetheart," she whispers in a hushed tone. I exhale deeply as I walk towards her window. A limo pulls up the driveway. It's the guys. I run out of Marie's room. As tears start to form, I lock myself inside my room. Expecting the guys to frankly knock in a few moments, I thrust my fist into the wall. I can't think, I can't feel, I'm numb. I sit down at the edge of my bed with my hands on the side of my temples. I can't go on without her. As much as I'd love to read more, I daren't because it's already been long enough as it is. And I feel like this is going to be long, like all the chapters have a lot of words that you can read. So it's like don't risk it, but we can read it next time. It's partly my fault because I was chatting about Joe a lot and looking things up, seeing what I can find about what happened to him now and stuff. Seems like he got cremated like he wanted, which is good. But yeah, thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and I'll see if I can post this today. Like I said, that idiot might turn off the internet if I risk it. But if it uploads quickly, then I might be able to slip it between cracks and get to upload it without the internet being touched. So, yeah. Thanks for listening, thanks for watching. Bye.
Me too.